Welcome to Hen House Files, the only place where the yolks are rotten and the stories are darker than a chicken coop at midnight. Today's tale pecks at something primal, parental desperation. How far would you go to save your child? What would you give up? In a quiet town, a mysterious child psychiatrist offered parents a miracle. But his price wasn't money, it was blood. And once the deal was made, something ancient stirred in the shadows. So grab your flashlight and fluff your feathers, because this one's gonna ruffle you up good. Let's get into it. In the quiet, woodsy town of Hemlock Hollow, nestled behind whispering pines and fog-slick roads, a new child psychiatrist set up shop. His name was Dr. Adrian Drake, and he arrived as suddenly as he was needed. Over the course of a single summer, Hemlock Hollow saw an inexplicable surge in childhood behavioral disorders. Kids who had once been sweet and obedient were suddenly violent, withdrawn, or plagued by night terrors. Word of mouth spread quickly. Try Dr. Drake, one mother told another in hushed tones over coffee. He helped Emma stop hurting herself after just one visit. But Dr. Drake had one unusual requirement. During the intake, he'd ask the parents quietly, and only once, "Will you give me a vial of your blood?" Most said no and left. A few said yes, and those few, their children changed almost overnight. Sarah Langley was the kind of mom who read parenting books for fun. Her 10-year-old son, Mason, had always been bright until he wasn't. He began speaking in strange voices, scribbling symbols on the walls, even hurting the family dog. Out of options, Sarah made the appointment. Dr. Drake was calm, pale, and always wore surgical gloves. His office was painted in soft grays and whites, with no toys, no cheerful posters, just a single black feather framed behind his desk. He listened to Sarah with an intensity that made her skin crawl. Then came the question. "If you want Mason to be well, I need a vial of your blood. It binds the treatment to you, keeps it grounded." Sarah hesitated, but then she thought of Mason's eyes, glassy, angry, and somehow not his own. She agreed. Dr. Drake took the vial himself, whispering something under his breath as he held it up to the light. Then he smiled for the first time. "Come back in 3 days." On the third day, Mason was normal. He smiled, ate pancakes, and told Sarah he loved her. He even apologized to the family dog. It felt too good to be true. And it was. 2 weeks later, Sarah woke up to the sound of clucking. She ran into Mason's room and froze. Mason was sitting cross-legged on the floor, plucking feathers from his skin, whispering, "The rooster calls at midnight. He sees everything." Blood and feathers covered the floor. When Sarah called Dr. Drake in a panic, he calmly told her, "It's the shedding phase. Do not interfere. It will pass." Sarah wasn't the only one. Donnie Rizzo, a single father, gave his blood for his daughter Bella, who had started drawing spirals everywhere and growling in the middle of class. After Drake's treatment, Bella stopped, but within days, she started eating raw eggs, whole, shell and all. Donnie confronted Drake, but the doctor was gone. Office cleared out. No forwarding address. Just the black feather on the floor, pinned to a paper that read, "They belong to the coop now." Sarah and Donnie met at the police station after filing reports. They weren't the only ones. 6 families, 6 vials of blood, 6 changed children, and all of them were deteriorating, mentally and physically. One child had developed beady yellow eyes. Another had lost the ability to speak except in shrill squawks. Together, the parents began investigating. They traced Drake's medical license, It was forged. His name wasn't on any official psychiatric board, but one of the parents, Eli Jenkins, a librarian, discovered a clue in an old book from the restricted local history section. The book was called The Bloodbinder's Brood. It spoke of a man, the Shepherd of the Hollow, who once lived in the same location as Dr. Dreck's office. He was a folk healer in the 1800s. Locals accused him of witchcraft, said he cured children by feeding them the essence of their parents' souls. The description matched Dreck exactly, down to the gloves and the black feathers. Sarah, Donnie, and Eli decided to break into the old office building, now boarded up. It was midnight. Inside, they found a hidden trapdoor beneath where the desk had been. It led into a dank basement where the walls were covered in claw marks and what looked like chicken talons scratched into the concrete. And in the center, 6 black cages. Inside them, effigies of children, made from hair, fingernails, feathers, and blood, one for each of their kids. Then came the sound. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Not a normal chicken cluck. This one was deep, wet, and wrong. From the shadows emerged a thing. It had the shape of a man but was covered in sleek black feathers, long arms, and glowing red eyes. Its beak split into a mouth lined with human teeth. "I told you not to interfere," it said in Dr. Dreck's voice. "Now the brood is broken, and the rooster is very angry." The creature lunged. Eli was the first to go, pecked in the chest and dragged into the dark. Donnie grabbed a gas can left behind and poured it across the floor while Sarah pulled out a lighter. The fire erupted fast, too fast. Sarah and Donnie escaped, barely. The next morning, fire crews found nothing in the basement. No bodies, no bones, no cages, just a single giant feather, still smoldering. The children? They were never the same, but they never got worse, as if the connection had been severed. So what was Dr. Dreck? A monster? A demon? A haunted human from another world? No one really knows. But if a stranger ever offers to fix your child in exchange for your blood, run. Because once the rooster starts clucking, there's no uncracking the egg. Thanks for watching another terrifying tale from Hen House Files. If this story plucked your nerves just right, make sure to peck that like button, flap the subscribe bell, and scratch your way over to our official merch store, The Haunted Hatchery, where fear is always in fashion and every shirt is to die for. Until next time, hatchlings, sleep tight and don't trust